Hello and welcome to this part of Outer Wilds. Ooh, Quantum Moon. I've already seen it on Timber Half. I don't think I've ever seen it on Brittle Hollow though. Just land carefully. Quantum Moon. I wonder if this is anything different now that I've been to the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. I know the rules of a 6th location. I'd say you have recalled this one, but then to recall the other two. I already had recalled those. At least one of them. The Giant's Deep Quantum Moon. There's a shuttle. You go towards the north. It looks like I actually can. Of course I can. Well, they put a giant thing here that's completely surrounding it. It's not possible to get past. Let's go to the Ash Twins then. But I have a bit of a theory about what's going on with the time loop potentially. Oh, but that thing there said that I was shooting out, but I had shot out like 1,000,000 of those. But if it's using that much power, it would break away every time. And they said we wanted to find a 22-minute, make a 22-minute time loop to for some reason. And they were trying to power this time loop using the sun station and causing a supernova. And it seems like they wanted to cause a supernova. Like that's something they wanted to do. I'm really concerned about it all. So my theory is that they were planning to intentionally create a 22-minute time loop where that would fire, and then when the supernova went off, it would reset the loop, so that could go off as many times as they wanted until they find the eye, and then they can just not have the supernova go off of the once they find it. So that since they're in a loop, they could fire as many of the things from there as they wanted, and be able to without any consequence. And they were planning to do that using the supernova. But since the supernova they couldn't find a way to cause a supernova, that just never happened. But now that it is happening naturally, that loop has started again. I'm not sure if that's what's happening, but that's my current theory. So we need to get into the Astron project next. But we also have some other stuff that I need to discover. Maybe some quantum stuff. Okay, so my recording stopped working because I ran out of storage space on my computer, but I didn't find out until I'd already done all of this. So I actually did end up going to a sun station and finding out all this information about it. So I completely explored the sun station, but it didn't get recorded because I ran out of storage space. I didn't realise until later on. There's probably more to do with Quantum Moon, and there's a few Quantum Moon locations I haven't visited yet. That's my next plan. I've never seen a Quantum Moon on Dark Bramble. I've seen it everywhere else, I think. I haven't really explored it on Giant's Deep much. Is that a Quantum Moon? I think I've got it. I don't know why it's glowing so much here. Let's autopilot this. Or if I so bright because of something to do with it being near dark bramble. I don't know. This is interesting. The planet's completely solid now. So I was hoping to get to the North Pole. North Pole's always blocked off, so maybe the tower doesn't need to be exactly on the North Pole. Where's the tower? I can close the door as well. It's really dark. It could. Wait, is that? We have a 6th location. That did. By closing the door, it went really dark. And since it was really dark, it moved us to the 6th location. It's blocked off. Okay. So we're at the eye of the universe. We can't exit because if we did, because it's blocked. Wait, when we move, are we always at the exact same point in the planet? And now we're on a different planet, but our position on the map has not changed. Okay, so that's what he means by you have to be at the North Pole. Because if this tower's at the North Pole, then that'll be in a location that's not completely blocked off. As far as I can remember, none of them had a North Pole. Yeah, so maybe if I go to Timberhurst, that will actually take me to the right place. It seemed like it was all the entire bottom half that was blocked off. But if I go to Timberhurst from here, it should be on the top half, which could give access to the North Pole potentially. Yeah. I think that's right. This is a North Pole. And now the tower is on the North Pole. I think I might have done it. 6th location, Eye of the Universe. Open the doors. It's filled with quantum rock, it looks like. So this could be the Eye of the Universe. The Quantum Moon isn't the Eye of the Universe, but if I leave Quantum Moon, it might take me to the Eye of the Universe. Are they alive? Who are you? Quantum moon, eye of the universe. No, my can't recognize that. What is going on? That's Solanum. They're live, actually. Not sure what to do here. Can I go up or will that break everything? I'm going to try going up. Oh no, it's taking me back here. We're at the South Pole. Are we still there? I don't know what this means. I just have to go a little bit closer. U stone. Identity stone. Identity stone. U stone. I am Solanum, a Nomai. My clan arrived in the star system before my birth, and we now call it home. Identify you. So, explain you. So, such an interesting way to communicate. I am on my first pilgrimage to a quantum moon. All Nomai and my clan make this journey when we come of age. Even though the eye cannot be reached from here, the quantum moon remains special to us, as it carries us nearer to the eye than any other place we know. I've journeyed here to be close to the eye. Whilst the eye is obscured from our sight, we can see the quantum moon's reflection of the eye in the sky above us. That's the eye of the universe. Explain. Explain me. I imagine your purpose here is the same as mine, to learn about and to find the eye of the universe. I'm unsure how you arrived here. However, perhaps you came from another star system as my clan originally did. We can't actually talk to them, but we can just hear what they have to say when we wipe everything off. So, explain quantum moon. Have you encountered a quantum shard on another planet? The shards look the same as the quantum moon surface does now, while at the eye. Maybe the eye of the universe is somehow responsible for quantum stuff. From this, we can reasonably infer the quantum moon's natural state is as we see it now, and that the eye is its primary location. Given the quantum moon is the eye's moon, it's likely that any characteristics of the moon exhibits are also exhibited by the eye itself. The quantum moon and its shards, for instance, are quantum, thus the eye is likely also quantum. In fact, this moon is probably quantum because its proximity to the eye made it quantum, the same way the area surrounding quantum shards that landed on other planets eventually became quantum too. That would make sense. So explain eye of the universe. This is very cool, I like this. Very interesting. There is a fundamental uncertainty throughout the universe. Normally, this uncertainty is only observable on a very small scale, as one approaches the eye. However, uncertainty grows enormously. The quantum moon probably exhibits microscopic quantum behavior because of its proximity to the eye. Shards that broke off from the quantum moon have a similar effect, as I imagine you've seen elsewhere in the star system. Conscious observation forces a quantum object to collapse to a single possibility. But what would happen if a conscious observer somehow entered the eye itself? Over time, this has become my clan's greatest question. Interesting. I've done all the explains. So, identify the eye. We are orbiting the eye of the universe now, although we cannot see it, only the quantum moon's reflection of it. The eye is older than the universe itself, and my clan believes it dwells in an extremely distant orbit around this star system. Yeah. Identify me. I've never met one of your kind before. It's an honor to speak with you. I particularly admire your 4 eyes. There are many questions I would ask if I could comprehend your language. You have my gratitude for understanding mine. Identify the quantum moon? Don't think I've done that one. It's a quantum moon where we are both standing. Despite also orbiting other celestial bodies, the quantum moon is the eye of the universe's moon. Okay. Identify the eye of the universe? I've heard that already. I think that's all the information I can gain then. Yeah. I think that's it. That was very interesting. I want to just stay here while the moon explodes. That would make sense. Just resets it. I'm pretty sure that's all the information I could gain from that. That's very interesting. Can we even stop the universe from exploding? Since every star in the world is going supernova too. How would I stop it from going super? How would I stop that? I have no idea how I'd even end this game. 6 locations have been found. I met a living nomad named Selena at the South Pole. The quantum moon is the eye of the universe moon. This location, the quantum moon becomes a reflection of the eye itself. The eye is likely the source of all microscopic quantum phenomena in this solar system. Lana wonders what would happen if a conscious observer were to enter the eye. Is it possible for me to enter the eye somehow? I'm not sure how I would do that. It looks like that's all the quantum moon stuff figured out. Figured out all the optical program stuff. Figured out the rupture core stuff. Not been able to get to the vessel yet. Still not sure how to. And we need to get to the Ashton project. Which we now know how to do, I think. I'm pretty sure. I haven't tested it. The sand's gone. It's not gone, but it's beginning to go. Next time we face the Ember Twin, we should be teleported right to the Ashwin project. Well, but that's long started playing for the end of the world. If I get into the Ashwin project, it should apparently supernova proof. So I might actually be able to survive. Looks like it might be very close though. Probably not. The sun's going supernova. I'm so close. That was so close. Okay. So waiting until the sun stops doesn't work. There's not enough time. I am back at Solanum. because I never actually tried putting any of these stones together. I only tried yellows with purples. Never purple with purple or orange with orange. Let's try Quantum Moon. Me. Ooh, he's doing something. I should try this. I think it was at the end of a time loop anyway. Is this your first time on the Quantum Moon? It is my first time here. If you come looking for answers, I hope you find them. I think this person's probably been here for thousands of years, but for some reason it doesn't feel like that to them. You don't seem to realise. Okay, let's combine me with everything. Me with the eye of the universe. Suppose you could reach the eye of the universe. Would you try to enter it? What do you imagine the effects of a conscious observer might be? I don't know. I assume that's probably an ending I could potentially get if I managed to find the Quantum Moon. I could probably do that. Me and you. We do not have much connection, you and I. Still, this encounter feels special. I hope you won't mind if I think of you as a friend. That's good. Find you with the Quantum Moon. Like many of my clan before me, I journeyed here to see the Quantum Moon's reflection of the eye. This is the closest any of us have come to seeing the eye itself. You may think I'm strange, but I have a hypothesis that I may not be entirely alive. Perhaps my journey has reached its end. So they sort of know they're not actually alive. Somehow they are. Does the Quantum Moon do weird stuff with time or something? Many of my clan believed the eye called us for a particular reason. When I was a child, I used to believe that I was malevolent, to have lured my clan to the star system only to then vanish from them so completely. I don't fear the eye anymore. In fact, it became my fondest hope to see the eye itself someday, but I fear this may be beyond my reach. You may think I'm strange, but I have a hypothesis I'm not entirely alive. Perhaps my journey has reached its end. You said that already. The eye of the universe with the Quantum Moon is the last combination of the purples, I think. I imagine you've noticed the Quantum Moon changes in appearance depending on which location it is currently orbiting. For instance, the Moon looks quite different when orbiting Giant's Deep than it does when orbiting the Hourglass Twins. Because the Quantum Moon clearly changes in its different forms, the eye, being this moon's primary location, must be similarly malleable. From this you can hypothesize that the eye represents extreme changeability. That said, despite its malleable nature, the Quantum Moon becomes locked to one specific version of itself when it is consciously observed. What would happen if the conscious observer was to enter the eye? That is a very good question. Now, identify explanations. I have no idea how this would combine. These are the two tenets of Know My Philosophy: to seek out and to understand their way of living. But to identify and to explain. Yeah. I think that's everything. I can stick it to him. Well, goodbye then. I wonder if there's anything else on this moon. Oh, we're sucked in. So I don't know how to get to the eye, but it must be possible. And my ship's over there. I'm thinking I'm going to end up sitting or so, and I don't think I'll be able to get away. I guess this resets the loop. that's going to be the end of this part of Outer Wilds, and I will see you in the next run. Goodbye.